Hey guys, what's up? This is Evil Force here, and today I'm gonna showcase you guys my Runick deck profile that I just recently built, and I really like the Runick archetype like as a whole. It really reminds me a lot of back in the day when I played Sky Strikers, and the Runick cards they are really similar to Sky Strikers, and on top of that the Runick cards themselves they synergize with a lot of different decks. Like obviously, Runick synergize well with Sky Strikers. They also synergize as well with Dogmatica Spellbook. Now that Judgment is now limited now, which like kind of like makes me nervous and scared like quite a bit because Judgment is not a card to be underestimated, not by a long shot. But anyways, I had so much fun like trying to like make and build this deck, and I play many different variants of this deck, and I think the variant that I'm showing you guys right now is by far the most fun, most unique, most creative, and the most interesting of all the variants that I tried out so far. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get right down to the deck profile. And yes, Hugin. Hugin. She's gorgeous. Yeah, now on to the actual deck profile now. So to start out this deck profile up, since there are so many Runick quick play spells to be playing in the main deck, I'm just gonna start with them first. Now, of course, to start the deck profile up, of course, the bread and butter in this deck, which is the Runick Fountain. This card is insane. This card is basically a Crispo charity for the Runick archetype, which is also not once per turn. So this card, what it does is that as long as you control this base up spell card, you can activate Runick quick play spells from your hand during the opponent's turn, or during either player's turn. So that alone is quite impactful because Runick quick play spells, like I said, they act like Sky Striker cards, and like the Sky Striker cards, they impact the game state during your turn and during the opponent's turn, and that's what Runick quick play spells do. And the Runick Fountain just lets you activate them from the hand. That alone is already good enough, but it also has a second effect where you can target up to 3 Runick quick play spells in your graveyard, place them on the bottom of the deck, and then you draw the same number of cards from the top of the deck equal to the number that you put on the bottom. So if you put back 1, draw 1. Put back 2, draw 2. Put back 3, draw 3. And that is a soft once per turn. So as long as you are able to like keep loop this card, play the second one, play the third one, you are continuously outgrinding your opponent because you're putting back Runick quick play spells to the bottom of the deck and drawing the same amount equal to the number. So because of this utility and how impactful the Runick quick play spells are, you're never gonna run out of steam, outpacing your opponent like throughout the entirety of the game, as long as this card is active and your managed to protect it, which is quite easy to do because of the Runick quick play spells. So yeah, this card, if you're able to like continuously loop this gun in the first turn, you're drawing potentially up to 9 cards, because 3 cards of the first one, 6 cards of the second one, and then 9 cards of the last third one. So yeah, this card is quite insane. Now, I cannot. Oh yeah, this Bill spell card is really broken. And Crispo Charity is a ban card for a long time, and Crispo Charity is a very powerful card. And this card does just that. Now, moving on to the actual quick plays, they are the 3 Runick tip. This is a roll type of the deck, so because it searches every Runick card from your deck, and your opponent banishes 1. 3 Flashing Fire. This is you target a special monster your opponent controls, and then you destroy it, and then you banish the top 2. 3 Runick Destruction. This is the MST in the deck, and you banish the top 4. 3 Freezing Curses. This is the Widowmaker, where you target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, and then negate its effect until the end of turn, and it banishes the top 3. 2 Runick Slumber. This is the Ego Booster in the deck, where you target 1 effect monster on the field. Not just your opponent, you can also target your own monster with this card, and then the targeted monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects or attack for the turn, and it banishes the top 3. And then the last 2 Runick Quick Plays, they're just fillers in the deck, because I want more names to be played in the main deck too, in conjunction with the Runick Fountain. And there's Runick Smiting Storm, which banishes the top card over your opponent's deck equal to the amount of cards they control. And then the 1 Golden Droplet, where it forces your opponent to draw a card, and then it banishes the top 4. Like I said, I'm playing these 2 just to have more names in the deck, because like I said, the more Runick quick player spells to be played in the deck, the more effectively Runick Fountain is gonna apply, so that you can put 3 back and then draw 3. But you don't want to play too many of Runick quick plays in the main deck, because it's gonna become bricky, and if you draw them, they're often dead. But obviously you play three of each of the good ones, which is the Freezing Curses, the Destruction, the Flashing Fire, and the tip, because they are by far the best banished. They are by far the best ones. A Runick Slumber, it protects your monsters, and then in some scenarios you can target your opponent monsters so that it cannot attack. And the Droplet and the Smiting Storm is just two fillers. Alright, so in order to combo up with the Runick spells, because all the Runick spells, it allows you to spread summon a Runick fusion monster from the extra deck. Yes, all of the Runick quick plays, they have that effect. So literally all the Runick quick plays, they are literally Hornet Drones, and Hornet Drone is at 1. And like the Hornet Drones, all of them are searchable because of tap, and engage is also limited. So I don't know how Konami is gonna hit this deck due to the older Runick quick plays. Hornet Drones and Runick Fountain is literally the crisp charity. I don't know how they're gonna hit the deck in the nearby future, but enough of that. So Runick quick plays, they outpace your opponent and outgrind your opponent, because how impactful the fountain and the quick plays are. So in order to combo up with those and the fusions, since all the Runick quick plays are Hornet Drones, I decided to play Tuner Extenders so that I can add in Synchro Summoning to the mix, and there are quite a nice combination of Synchro monsters, which I'll show in the extra deck. So to start things up, it's a Roll Dragon package. This is really good in the deck, because this is by far the only normal summon that you do in the entire deck, depending on what your hand is. Because in conjunction with Hugin, you can go into TC Hyper Liberian to draw an additional card each time you Synchro Summon, and then at the very most you're synchro summoning at least 3 times to get to the most potential board, which is the Baronne and the Chengying. So you're drawing up of the fountain included. You're drawing 5 cards, and then while you're doing the combo, you're also making Core Dragon or the Cerberuel, which also let you draw cards. So that's 6 cards in total above just 1 field spell, and then depending on how many field spell you're able to loop in a single turn, it can get really out of hand, and all of those are thanks to the Rules Dragon package. Yeah. This is, like I said, the only normal summon. This such as this, which is another extender. So that you really got combo up and then continue on Synchro climb. More tuners. 2 Slumber and 2 Abanc. I call this the Cupid Pitch package because in the case that you don't open up the Roll Dragon package, you combo either of this with the Hugin and then go Cupid Pitch, and then Cupid Pitch will raise this level to 6, and then if you have another Runick Quick Place to summon the Geri, you can make your level 10 right there. Rather be the Baronne or the Chengying or of your choice. And this is searchable over Cupid Pitch as well, and Cerberuel in conjunction with Hugins to search the field spell, it gets better summon because Hugin discard this, you search the field spell, and then this gets better summon. So that's the Cupid Pitch play right there. And then the Fable Abanc, it can also special summon itself from the graveyard by discarding the Cerberuel as well, getting you up 2 extenders to the board so that you can combo off. More tuner combo extenders, which is the Lion, Steam, Jet Synchron, and the Plaguespreader. Welcome back Steam, welcome back Lion, and Jet and Plaguespreader. They're just more extenders that also happen to be tuners, so that it helps me to combo up and then make the board. Plaguespreader and Jet Synchron is like whatever. But Plaguespreader, it helps you make the level 10 or the Omega as well if you choose to do the Charge Warrior play. And then Jet Synchron, it's just good because it can like unbreak your hand sometimes. And the Steam and the Lion was Hop your Squadron before, so that I can search it out of the Cupid Pitch and then Synchro climb to either the Baronne or the Chengying during the opponent's turn. But Lion, I find it a whole lot better because first off, this is a level 2 tuner, which then when it leaves the field, it gives you another extender in the context of a level 3 monster, and that level 3 monster can be a huge difference maker, rather to like make Omega or the TG Hyper Liberian or the Baronne or the Chengying. So that's why I decided to play this instead. And Signal Cloak is another tuner that lets you do the TG Hyper Liberian blade if you open it, but not the Roll Dragon package. So yeah, those are the tuner utilities like extenders that I choose to play in the deck. So yeah, because they combo really well with the Runick Quick Play spells and the Runick fusions. Now the last 2 monsters in the main deck, there are more utility cards and extenders in the form of Artifact Scythe and the Zephyros. Zephyros is a utility card and an extender all in one card, because if you manage to loop your field spell 3 times and you have this in the graveyard, you can bounce the field spell, summon this as an extender to combo up, and then activate the fountain to put back 3 and draw 3 for the 4th time. So yeah, this card has that interaction right there. And Scythe cause is still not banned. Yeah, because you can actually search Scythe or dump Scythe if you choose to do so, because I do play Shooting Laser to dump this from the deck to the graveyard, and then during the opponent's turn, I can use a shooting rise as becoming a level 2 to synchro climb, and then since you're drawing too much, you're bound to like draw this, and then I just discard it up the Hugin so that I make Baronne and the Scythe lock during the opponent's turn during the standby using the Baronne's effect. Now to the limited power spells, which is Terraforming. This is the 4th fountain. Called by the Geri because cards are broken. Should have been banned, to be honest. Cards are really good and quite, like I say, quite broken sometimes. Instant Vision because Hugin and Geri are level 2s and level 4s respectively, and then they get their effects often brought upon by Instant Vision. Monster Reborn, I like this card in the deck quite a bit because on this card lets you extend even further by bringing back the boss monster. If your opponent chooses to out it, bring back the tuner so that you can continue playing. This just gives, in my opinion, honestly, it gives this deck a little more extra power to like finish the game. And the last 3 power spells are Reasoning, Monster Gate, and the Foolish Barrier. All of these guys literally do the same thing. In the case of Foolish Barrier, you choose what monster to be milled, right up the Olion to get the token, the Jet Synchron, the Plaguespreader, Zephyros. You choose which mill, and then the Monster again and the Reasoning. These are basically here to mill the Runick quick play spells from the deck to the graveyard so that I can activate Fountain Spec to put back 3 and then draw 3. And in this deck, these 2 cards are literally Grass looks greener, and might be the reason why Grass looks greener is gonna stay banned. Like Foolish Barrier only dumps 1 monster and it's limited, and Monster Gate you have the Tribute monster and it's still limited. And the Reasoning, depending on the type of deck you're playing, it can literally become broken and it's limited. Now imagine adding grass looks greener to all of that. Yeah, card literally becomes broken and make any deck quite a tier 0 contender. So that's 39 cards in the main deck. So as the 40th card, I choose to play a Floodgate, which I have many ideas of. So, and that is this. There can be only one. I thought about playing Anti-Spell, but if you have the Fountain and the Anti-Spell up, you actually cannot play the Runick quick play spells from your hand with the field spell being active, because Anti-Spell says spell cards, they need to be set before activating them, so it makes the deck really clunky. I thought about Summon Limit, but I think Summon Limit, it is more fitted to the side, and this card, it literally does the same thing. I thought about playing the Slumber God Trap card. That card is actually really good. It lets both players to draw 6 and its effects cannot be negated. Yeah, but that card is quite good, and I am playing Monster. I am indeed playing Monster Reborn in the deck, which the Sniper Trap also searches out, but it requires you to play a break in the form of Slifer, and you cannot really combo it out like the Terror element again with the Curious Grouping combo. So I choose to play this instead. Since you're drawing so much, you're bound to like draw into the Scud eventually. Like imagining you have this up and then also Scythe like your opponent. Like that's GG right there. So yeah, that is pretty much the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. Not to the extra day. I'm just gonna get on with it real quick. 3 Hugin. Hugin's really good. It's a not once per turn to which searches the field spell by discarding a card. 3 Geri Geri lets you get back the field spell from your graveyard and then add it back to your hand, which is also not once per turn. And yes, there is one other non-quick play that can be played in the main deck in the form of Runick Allure, but that card just sucks, and so is Muglin, the level 3 fusion. That card also sucks. Now those are the Runick fusions. Now for the Synchro line, Cupid Pitch. Yeah, this is the first Synchro summoning monster that I make in the deck. This is how you Synchro climb into level 10. TGI Liberian. This card literally becomes your makes your deck part of Geri for each Synchro summoning that you do. Card is really broken in the deck. Stardust Treasure Warrior and the Coral Dragon. These two are literally level 6 tuner and non-tuner to help you make a Baronne or the Chengying in case you didn't open up the level 2 tuners, which is quite easy to do because there are quite a number of ways to do so because you have Monster Gate and then you play Foolish and then you also play Reasoning in the deck, and you're, like I said, since you're drawing them, you're bound to draw into those cards eventually. As for level 8, it's Omega. Omega is quite broken in this deck because it makes you do the infinite loop with the Jet Synchron and the Plaguespreader so that you can keep using them as an extender. And Omega can get you back any cards that you might need as the game goes on back to the deck while also supplying itself. And this is Hand Rip technically, which has a good interaction with the Chengying because Omega banishes up to banish a card, and then Chengying triggers to banish a card from their field and graveyard. So yeah, Chengying is really good in this deck. And then each time you resolve a Runick Quick Play spells, this gets bigger, removes one card from their field and graveyard, and then it gets big while also weakening their board. This card is really good, and they literally have to kill this through battle and not by card effect because you can protect it simply by banishing any card from your graveyard. And of course the Baronne, because it's Baronne. Shooting Wise Dragon. This you can make it with the Steam, and the Old Lion if your hand is like good enough to let you go into Shooting Razor. Honestly, this is basically here to dump the Scythe from my deck to the graveyard, and then if you draw or open the Scythe, you just discard it above Hugin to get to the field spell. And then the last Synchro monster is Psychic Punisher. This card is literally impossible to out because it's big. It's 3500, unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. And then you can pay a 1,000 to banish a card you control and banish a card on their field. And then when it attack at the start of the battle phase, it gains attack equal to the difference between you and your opponent's side. So this card is really good in time because you just upswing, activate effect, and then deal a bunch of damage. And it's really hard to like out in a lot of decks. Alright guys, so that pretty much does it for my Synchro variant of Runics. Tell me what you guys think about this deck. I had a lot of fun making, playing, and editing and modifying this deck. I actually did. So tell me what you guys think about this deck in the comment section down below. And this is Evil4 signing out. Peace out guys. Peace out.